Who is Charles Wright?
Who's Charles Wright? Who's Charles Wright?
Who's Charles Wright?
Who's Charles Wright? Who is Charles Wright?
Who's Charles Wright?
Put your hands together for the legendary Charles Wright.
Express yourself. Express yourself.
My name is Charles Wright. I started out in the music industry as a doo-wop singer. I sing with several doo-wop groups and eventually formed Watts 103rd Street Rhythm Band. Started about 1963 with 3 guys. By 1968 we had 8, and that was really how the group ended up being 8 pieces. We did our best recordings with 8 and 9 pieces.
I grew up, with a lot of that funk, 60s and 70s music, a lot of that urban stuff, and one of the main guys that I always appreciated coming out of LA was Charles Wright. Now, people don't know Charles Wright. He had Charles Wright's and the Watts Rhythm Band. And what they did is they came up with the song they did a number of them. One was Express Yourself. And Express Yourself became like, it's been used everywhere, in movies. I've seen it in videos. I've seen it in, sampling.
I'm expressing with my full capabilities, and now I'm living in correctional facilities.
Express Yourself is one of these leading songs that came out of that period. To me, they talk about being old school, and that's kind of like where Charles Wright is.
But my technique is very necessary. Blame it on Ice Cube. Because
well, I had recorded a CD, which I tested out on David Sandoval. By the time I got ready to release that CD, I had 5 films out. One was Mr. and Mrs. Smith, another called Shaggy Dog, and a Coles commercial on the Express Yourself. And I decided, this would be my best opportunity to re-release the song and do a video on it.
Everything don't mean a thing if it ain't the thing you want. Express yourself. Express yourself.
So everybody, hold on 1 second. I just want to say thank everybody. I thank everybody for coming out for this historical event. Charles Wright has had a hit record.
We used to play Express Yourself, In the Jungle, Do Your Thing, 90-Day Cycle, People. It was hot and kicking. It was what we call the first or the real funk. I mean, George Clinton and the rest of them came along a little bit later, but we call that funk at the time.
Express yourself.
What do you call the song Express Yourself?
That's it, yeah. Yeah, we used to dance on that one. Oh my God. Express yourself.
Whatever you do, dog.
The song Express Yourself, from what I know, it was a song high on the charts in the middle of the Black Power movement. And it was an inspiration song to uplift black people.
Charles started in the 60s singing with groups, but his music really took off anywhere from around 68 to about, say, 78. That's when the Watts 103rd Street Rhythm Band, I would say, was really, really kicking.
He had a group that seemed to be community orientated. That's what was cool about his organization, because it was like, when you heard it, it was like, oh man, he got a whole street of friends, came together, and they put some funky music together. And when you hear that, just like, I'm thinking, my perception is, wow, he got like an orchestra, because that's what it sounded like, and it was community.
So I got more of an insight into not only Charles, but that Watts 103rd Street Rhythm Band and the music of that era. It's been really an eye-opener.